part of it's genetic.
Welcome back to Rock Your Best Vocals. My name is Jim Chandler, a professional singer for over 30 years, a professional vocal coach for over 20 years. I've been through all the struggles over my entire career, from trying to figure out how to sing without losing my voice to trying to just improve and sing better and better all the time. And so I wanted to address genetics because I think sometimes we can go, oh, I'm hosed just because blah, 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 whatever. Like I'm genetically not made to sing. It really bummed me out the other day because I was like, maybe genetics doesn't have that much to do with it. But if you've never heard of Griffin Taylor, that's Corey Taylor's son, if you look at them and you hear them, you're like, oh my God, it's like sounds so much like Corey that, that may be a hindrance for him. Maybe, but like, I'm just going to do the similarities between the two and kind of try to understand what it is about them that makes up this, genetic disposition to sound like this. If you'll notice, it has a lot to do, in my opinion, with the neck and everything that's involved in that structure of the pharynx has a lot to do with the way someone sounds. So if that makeup genetically is very similar, then you're gonna have similar characteristics in the resonance and all that sort of stuff. Like, not to get it, because I've heard like a lot of like really good singers and good vocal coaches talk about how to sing like Corey Taylor. And some of them are really good at even like harsh vocals and stuff like that, but they don't sound like it doesn't sound, it's not that close, it's similar, but it's not. And I did a video. I'll put it up there. I don't even remember. I haven't watched it in that long, but I'm sure like after watching this and many others, there's probably like a huge gap in the what I actually maybe thought I sounded like, or was trying to like. So there's a point where you go like, okay, nobody's ever going to sound like someone else. So this is an interview with Corey. Compare and contrast the sound of the speaking voice. So let's listen to Corey first.
Of like the main vocals, and I can't blame him for this. It wasn't enough for Andy.
So if you listen to his voice, it's very like there's a lot of like neck muscles going on in there. If I try to like, I try to kind of tense up everything in there and try to really speak from a throaty perspective, but also support. So I'm not like putting a ton of tension, because I think Corey really like has maintained his voice. I know there was the whole thing with the people who took out Iowa where he, lost his voice and stuff like that, but he'll talk about like a lot of that was due to talking. Maybe he changed his scream a little bit because of that, but I know he talked on, I think it was Joe Rogan. He talked about like, when he lost his voice, it wasn't due to the singing. It was due to what he calls peopling, right? Which is talking, right? Talking, doing the interviews and all those sort of things.
Handled, and I don't know a lot of the politics.
And I don't know a lot of the... So if I'm trying to like, he's got a neck the size of my waist. Like, there's no way I'm going to ever sound as close to him as him. Let's listen to Griffin in an interview.
It's my father. He loves seeing the man that I've become and the fucking stride that we take to do the shit that we do. And
okay, so if you listen really like intently with the tonality, so he's got a little higher tone. He's got a more youthful voice, like he's a lot younger, right? But if you listen to the way he structures his physicality.
It was just me and Cole in his basement, and
It was just me and Cole in his so he's like, it was just me and Cole in his basement. So I think the two of them have such a. Look at the size of his neck. Look, his neck is bigger than his head. Like how? Like it's like my thumb. It's like. His head's like this, and then his neck's this big. That has to have something to do with it. Let's just listen to the two of them talk. Like, there's no hope for me. My neck is smaller than my head. Now, I'm going down a path here, but I'm going to turn it around at the end. So if you're watching this, you're going, this is when you get to the point, Jim, if you don't have a neck the size of your waist, I think there's hope for you. There's hope for us, right? Okay, now we're going to compare their warm-ups, right? Just to see like how similar they are in the way they sound when they do their warm-up. So first is Corey.
First thing I do is, I kind of do my side to side.
So side to side, maybe that's what I need to do. Build up my neck muscles. Now listen to the first part of his warm-up. He's getting a feeling for the nasality, the nasal flow, I should say, in this. So he just kind of does a little bit of a. Okay, let's go back to the nasal flow part.
I give it a.
Okay, so there's a. It's very animalistic, right? And then he moves into the. It starts off with the. He opens up really. Now, I'm not going to sound anywhere near because my neck is not 2 times the size of my actual neck. Anyway, so that's Corey's warm up. Now the end part of it I think is critical as well because he's checking that vocal closure part for the proper clean note. So he's so between those two, he knows, okay, voice is good to go. He's been doing it a long time. If it was you or me, I would say, yeah, maybe do a little bit more than that. Let's listen to Griffin's warm up. So there's a little bit of gagging and puking at the end there, but it's very similar in the. So he's at. That little bit of a nasal flow there with it. There's that it's that sound of like the air passing over the false folds that really the two of them have very, very similar sounds in that. And now I say passing over the false folds because it's got that little raspy kind of, a light kind of crispiness to it. That's just delicious to the ear. Now let's listen to them in the studio. First, we're going to hear Corey.
Don't let go! Don't let go! Don't let go! Don't let go!
Watch how much work his body is doing to get these sounds. Like it's not, you just can't stand up or sit in a chair and you probably, I don't know if you've heard that reference, Red, but Sebastian Bach was talking about the vocal coaches that sit down in their chair and sing stuff, but
don't let go! Don't let go!
He's got a lot going on in between. Like, listen. It's so much. Don't let go! Don't let go! Don't let go! He's pushing a lot of power into that. So, I mean, you just see that's proper singing takes a lot of body work. I mean, it takes a lot of effort body wise. Not up here. Everything up here should be fine and dandy, but down below, support muscles, working. Let's check out Griffin.
Never really can. Don't act like a fair.
Don't act like a fair. He's really look. I mean, look at body work.
Say it. I'm overreacting.
I mean, he's putting so much work in. Maybe, just putting all that power into it. I mean, just watch this.
Never really can. Don't act like a fair.
Never really can. Don't.
Say it, I'm overreacting, maybe, but who told me that? Say it, you're overreacting, but maybe, I'm over your bullshit!
So there's a lot of it. Maybe I'm overreacting. You know, I can only put so much like effort into it. And if my neck isn't as big as my waist or bigger, what's the hope for me? With all of that, how in the hell does Corey keep his voice?
How do you maintain your voice?
I honestly, dude, I don't know. To be honest, I think part of it's genetic.
It's genetic. He said it. If it's just down to you and me, just average plebs, is there any hope for us? Like, are we ever going to be able to sing good? I ask myself that all the time because I'm always trying to get better and better and better and better. And I hear people that are so good, and I'm just trying to improve. That's why I say rock your best vocals where your best keeps getting better, because I always want to improve, and I want that for anyone else. Let's look at all the other singers out in the world that don't have like massive necks. The point is that I'm trying to make with all of this is like, if you don't have a massive neck, you're not going to sound like Corey or Phil or Griffin or any of those big neck dudes, right? Whatever, because that's just them. The important thing about being a singer is standing out, because like if you just sound like someone else, they're going to say you just sound like someone else. That's why I think like sounding like Corey, that may work against him a little bit. The point is, if you sound like someone else, then instantly somebody pigeonholes you into that. Let me know in the comments below what you think of, like, if you would really like to sound like somebody. When thinking about it, like, really take a minute to think about it. Would you like to sound so much like someone that they mistook you for that other singer? Because I like to do sings like videos. I like to try and sing like other singers and sound like singers, but I think I wouldn't like to be permanently in that space of sounding like any one of them in particular, because I love all the different styles. I mean, like some of my favorite singers, like Corey Taylor, obviously being one of them, Chris Cornell, Ozzy Osbourne, Bruce Dickinson, they all sound distinctly different. Sebastian Bach is another. They all sound distinctly different. Geddy Lee, Axl Rose. Like, when I'm saying these names, you're thinking, I know exactly what that sounds like. I mean, Kurt Cobain, nobody's going to sound like him, and nobody's going to ever sound like him again and not be compared to him because they sound like him. So if you have a unique voice, that is your genetic superpower, is that you sound differently than everyone else. And so I just wanted to do this because, like, when I saw Griffin, I was like, Jesus, God, he sounds like Corey. I mean, like, neck-wise, I mean, and face-wise, same facial structure. But anyway, it just blew me away, and I just wanted to share that with you. But anyway, I hope that helped you. Rock your best vocals where your best keeps getting better. See you on the next one. Like and subscribe. I love you. Bye.